Logs but flooded. I really like these alternate takes on maps that we already have in the game, and especially it doesn't have to be flooded, but it's like, look at this thing. Like I actually never even tried this myself, but let me just see if it works like the usual logs map does. It's actually the same, but everything's inverted. It looks so weird to watch. Look at this thing. Oh my god, so you can place, I guess you can place the towers over here. We can have Quincy, and then yeah, it's all water space. That's amazing. I love maps like these. There was this one called Outside of the Loop or something like that. I don't remember the name and I don't have the code so I can show it to you guys, but that was a cool one as well. I really like these alternate takes on other maps. So if you guys have any codes like that, I would really like to try them. The map that we're playing today, however, is called Juggernaut Bouncing Fun. I mean, look at that title. That's just a clean title. I'm probably gonna use this as the title of my video, honestly. And let me just boot up Chimps Mode and show you guys how the balloons are going. So this is actually a pretty long map. The balloons come out from the bottom like this, but they're actually protected from these hedges. So even if you wanted to pop them like this, unless you're using a heli or something like that, it's probably not gonna work. Or some towers that can see through obstacles, but not many of those in the game in anyways. So the idea is to actually place your towers in this small little space, in this small land here, where I'm placing my dog monkeys. And so the blues go like this, they make a circle, and then they go out. So this is, and because, well, the balloons will be protected by all these walls, that makes it perfect for the Juggernaut. So in this video, we are going to try and have this map live up to its name. We're going to be using the Ultra Juggernaut and see if we can, I'm going to restart this because that was awesome. That's not the placement that I would really like to have. So let me, is this going to be the Juggernaut one? I'm just thinking. So ideally, I think yes, because the balloons are gonna go like this, so it's gonna bounce off of this wall on the right. So let me just hit play. Actually, is one dog gonna be enough? That's my question. Let me. Do I want to be placing Quincy's or anything like that? So I was thinking, which hero do I want to get for this thing? And it's probably going to. I'm probably gonna have to switch the hero. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to use Pat or something like that. But hold on. You know what? If this dart defends the first round, I'm probably gonna keep it. Is a single dart going to be able to defend? That's going to be insane, actually, if it does. Because it's round 6 and you never see things like this. But I guess the map is kind of nice to this tower. Yeah, it defended, actually. It's round 7. Is he going to defend this round as well? I mean, if it does, I'm probably going... What are we doing, actually, if it does defend? Are we going razor sharp shots, or am I buying something like a sub? Because you can actually fit a sub, or maybe even a buck. I actually didn't try the Buccaneer, but I think you can fit a sub here for sure. And then maybe, I guess in this spot, like in these two spots here where I'm showing you guys... But I think that this thing is going to lose on this one. And if it doesn't, for some miraculous reason, if it doesn't lose on this one, it's going to lose on the next one. So let me buy the sub. I think that was a clutch purchase, actually. Let me just have the sub over here. Wait, am I seeing that correctly? So these projectiles are going through the hedges? Wait, what? I don't think that's supposed to be happening. I think the projectiles are supposed to be bouncing off of these walls. Right? I mean, let me buy this thing and let's see. Oh, no, they're actually bouncing. So wait, so why were the dart projectiles going through? I actually don't know, but you know what? The bounces are starting, guys. Look at that. So it's following. Oh my god, it's perfectly following the track. This is gonna be so good. Oh my god, I can't wait for the Ultra Juggernaut to happen. So look at this. Look at how the bounces go. Let me just wait for. Let's just have these balloons appear and look at how they go. Actually, well, we're gonna need a lot of attack speed on this thing, but they follow the track perfectly. That's gonna be insane when we get all these things. Oh my god, look at this round. So many balloons. They're stacked up so nicely. And this thing is just gonna mow them down. It's gonna beat everything, isn't it? Yep. Let's get the Juggernaut. Let's get this thing going. Let's give it some extra range because I kind of wanted to start attacking up here. Yeah, there we go. So that we can see some use out of these outer hedges as well, not just these inner walls that we're playing in. What are we doing for this one? Let's start off with an Alchemist first. I think this is going to be... Wait, where's the sub? So let me just make sure the Alchemist only buffs this thing. So let's do it like this. I mean, the Alchemist is going to do a little bit of damage on this side, but I think that's fine. So let's do it like this, get the AMD and then the Berserker Bloom as soon as possible. Let's watch the bounces on these pink balloons. Let's see what's going to happen. No, it didn't go inside, actually. So we're going to need basically these balls to go inside between these hedges, and when they do, yeah, that's going to be the one. So please, no, it's missing. It's kept bouncing off the corner. Come on, dude. And this one, yeah, okay, we got some nice bounces there. That was nice. Okay, so let's get this thing everything else that it needs. Let me first off start with the attack speed. And you know what? I think I'm actually... No, I'm not going to stop at this thing. I'm going to stop at the primary training because that's going to give it a little bit of extra range. So we kind of need the range so you can attack this track as well. And we can see the bounces on these outer hedges as well, just to kind of make full use of this map. So let's do it like this. I'm probably even going to get the mentoring, honestly. This thing doesn't benefit from the mentoring that much, it's only the range, but I think that we're just going to take it, you know what? And it's round 39. This Moab is approaching, but I'm not going to be buying anything because I'm really concerned if this thing is going to be able to handle the Moab by itself. I know that we are getting a lot of bounces, but this thing just straight up doesn't have Moab damage. Like, it doesn't have extra Moab damage. So what this thing is very good at is ceramics, and it actually gains extra damage versus ceramics, but I don't think it gains any extra damage versus Moab class balloons. And even if it did, it's like one single projectile. Look at those bounces, by the way. Oh my god, that's so beautiful to watch. So 3.4k, we can buy the stronger stimulant, but I think I'm gonna chill actually. I think I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna buy it later. I'm not gonna buy it now, but let's see how I do versus the Moab. So this is probably the most important round because if we beat this thing during the 40s, we're going to be able to afford the Ultra Jug. But yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. So look at this thing, it's not even popped. It's gonna need to pop now, and we're gonna need some good bounces. So basically, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. It just got stuck in this corner, and that was the end of it. I love that. Okay, so what are we doing next? So it's gonna be the 40s. So before getting this thing, I actually kind of want to check some boxes. So the first box I want to check is basically getting the radar scanner, which is going to be some consistent camo detection. I want to get the strongest stimulant, so this is going to be a stronger plus a more consistent buff because it lasts a lot longer. And I think that now is the time that we can start saving for the Ultra Jug before we start getting to the other things. Okay, round 47, a bunch of ceramics, and let's see those bounces. Let's see those bounces. Let's see those balls go between these hedges. And let's just see, it's going off of this corner. It's going off of this corner. I mean, you know what? When it enters these hedges, yeah, that's a different story. Such a nice map that you made, just to kind of have a lot of fun with it. You know, something like, reminds me of this map, which is like, it was called the longest map ever. You guys want me to play that thing? I've kind of seen, and it's not even one, it's like a million of them. I've seen one of those maps, and I swear to God, like, there was this clip on Reddit that I saw, and there was this guy, he pressed play, and there was a timer next to, next to the track, and so the map was so long that I don't remember what the exact number was, but I think it took the balloons like 5 minutes or like 7 minutes, something like that, just for round 1 to end. For round 1 to end, how crazy is that? One round is gonna last for like, I don't remember the exact number, but I think it was like 5 to 7 minutes or something like that. Maybe even a little bit longer than that actually. And let's just see, so we have one more Moab, and then the second that this thing pops, actually it's not gonna be able to pop, is it? We're gonna have the money beforehand, so let's finally buy this thing. Let me get the Ultra Juggernaut and just watch these bounces. Yeah, that's gonna get crazy. Let's see how this thing's gonna go. Oh my god, the bounces in the middle are insane. Look at actually this area, like this inner area is just going to, it's gonna go crazy. I mean, even if the ball, even if like the main ball misses like it does, it keeps bouncing so much that eventually it just hits something along the way. And if it doesn't, it breaks into small balls, and one of them is going to hit something like that. That's just so crazy. Let's start getting ready for the, I guess, just the overclock into the Ultra Boost. So let me just buy this thing. I also should probably get the mentoring for this thing before I do anything else. So let me get the mentoring. So this thing's range is barely not reaching the upper track. I would really love it to reach over here, just so it starts bouncing a little bit earlier. So wait, actually, you know what? It might affect. No, it's so I thought because the Moabs have like a bigger AoE, they have a bigger footprint than the small balloons, it would have been able to reach, but it's probably, it doesn't reach Moabs, but I think it might be able to reach not ceramics, but the BFBs and UMGs actually. So now 63, I'm actually not going to be using the overclock, it's not necessary. You guys see the first ceramic wave? Is it going to evaporate on just from one ball? Yep, yeah, yep, just one ball, that's all it took. But it's like a million bounces that happened here, right? Let's just watch the second one. So bam, and yeah, so all of those balls that are coming out, they're just going into the ceramic wave, and they're just evaporating it. Let's watch the last one as well. At least if it doesn't pop, oh yeah, it kind of popped. It kind of popped from these bounces, but yeah, it took like 3 bounces, that's it. So now it reaches, look at this thing, what did I do? It's Moabs again, and now it reaches for some reason. I didn't buy anything new, it was just the mentoring that we previously had, I think. I don't know, man. This is like, BT6 can be weird sometimes, and this is the perfect round in which you want to see these bounces just go off on this map. So let's just watch this thing. These guys, I think they're just getting popped when they reach this top track, and then just nothing even makes it fast. So if we kind of look at this map, actually, this is something I wanted to tell you guys, and is that this map is actually probably going to start getting a lot harder than I'm probably anticipating at this point. Because well, the way that this map works is you guys can see that the blues are making a circle like this, right? But the problem is that this is kind of the end of the map. So this guy's range is very limited. It's only up to this point. So as soon as the blues start reaching this point, let me actually have the NG foam mark the spot, but it's basically around here. So as soon as the balloons reach this spot, which is basically where they're going to enter its range from the back, they have to get popped into this inside area or they're going to leak, because after that, you see how the track goes, it goes around the front and then it just goes up and they're going to exit the range. And if they go up, if the balloons find themselves into this upper track, they are not going to be able to get popped because there is nowhere for the balls to bounce if they're on this track. So a 76 incoming after this one, and you know that I really want to watch those ceramic blues get destroyed. So let's see how fast they evaporate. This is a huge ceramic wave, by the way. And as soon as it appears, is it gonna pop like 63? Yeah, it is absolutely gonna pop like 63. Like, it just doesn't let it go past this point where the sub is. It just that's the end for them, because there's this little spot. I guess this hedge kind of ends a little bit earlier than this one. So the projectiles go like this, and they just keep bouncing off of this spot, and it's just done. The balloons are just done. Okay, this ZOMG is actually going almost all the way. I mean, this is one more circle. It's just the inner circle, but it needs to pop right now. I think it's gonna pop, actually. I think we're gonna be fine. And I say that, yeah, there we go, it popped. So just BFBs. This is the furthest that the BFB has ever made it so far. And that was the ZOMG. So actually, we kind of need the balloons to come into this kind of second inner circle so that they actually start taking the good damage, because there's nothing to bounce off of here at the top. And this is where the fun starts with the Ultra Juggernaut, because now we have ceramics that are a lot tougher. We have Moab class balloons that are and going to keep becoming a lot tougher, and they're just going to be making it into the middle. And yeah, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Yes, this is the portion of the game in which, especially, you know what, there are a couple of rounds that I'm actually excited to see. Like, for example, I'm excited to see 95 and 99, because these DDTs are going to be super strong, but they're also super fast. But actually, their HP is kind of, you know, it's kind of meh, but what makes them difficult is the fact that they're very fast. They're actually a lot faster than a Moab. So are we going to be able to, I don't know, to kind of pump all these EDTs? If we're waiting for them to come into this inside part and then we start doing damage to them, then it might get close. More ZOMGs, but these ZOMGs are ramped up, and so they are popping a little bit slower than the previous one, but we're going to have a bunch more on 87, so I'm kind of curious to see what happens with that one, although we're kind of getting close to the Ultra Boost as well. 77, missing about $9,000, so we should be fine. It's only 3 Ultra Boosts per round, so maybe if we can get like a couple of Ultra Boosts before round 90, that would be amazing. But let's see how we do versus these 45 BFBs. So yeah, you can definitely see the difference. I mean, this is starting to become a little bit, you know, as these rounds are progressing, it's a lot more difficult for this Ultra Juggernaut to even carry these rounds, it looks like. And here come 4 ZOMGs. These guys are damaged very little, so this should actually be a challenge for this tower now, I think. I mean, they are kind of popping, and I'm saying that, and yeah, I can see why this map is called Ultra Juggernaut Bouncing Fun. It's just Juggernaut Bouncing Fun, but yeah, I can see that. Just take a look at the money, guys. 77,162, and this thing is 77,760. We're missing about $600. Come on, dude. Well, DDTs around 90. So I'm gonna Ultra Boost this thing because I'm a little bit scared of what it can do, or what it cannot do actually, versus these DDTs. And I hope that we don't have to restart this. Okay, so that was just 3 DDTs. So I feel like, yeah, you know, rounds like 90, 93 are probably not going to be an issue. And by the way, hold on. Let's just slow-mo this, and let's just watch the beauty of this tower. Let's just watch these balls. You know, actually, it's time for the Ultra Boost. So let me buy it. Let me just keep Ultra Boosting this thing, and let's just watch these balls demolish these ceramic balloons. It's so nice looking at ceramic balloons, especially these super ceramics. 45 super ceramics getting destroyed, and a couple of BFBs incoming. So now that we have this thing, we kind of, I guess it's kind of nice that we're playing on a longer map, because now we're going to need to use 3 of these guys per round, 3 Ultra Boost abilities per round. That's the max, but we kind of want to spread them out, right? So let's watch 92 now. So a bunch of ceramic. Oh, look at this thing. So these 45 Moabs are actually not even popping like previously, so you can see how much more difficult things have become. But this middle part, and you can see kind of how this middle part is isolated from everything. So the balloons are coming out, they're going to the blender, guys. They're going into the blender, they're getting blended. The round 93 is the next one, and this is exciting because we have DDTs on this one, but it's not going to be just 3 DDTs like the previous one. So let's see how we do on this one. Let's see if we're going to be able to pop these guys. So basically, if you guys are noticing something about my setup, is the fact that I don't have any, besides the Ultra Boost and the Alchemist. Well, I guess you can count the village as well, but what I was trying to say is that I don't have any towers that are helping this thing in terms of slowing or stunning the balloons in any way. So the balloons are not being messed with. So I'm only buffing the Ultra Juggernaut as much as possible, and then I'm just leaving the balloons be. And we also have no damage amplifiers as well. So you know what? I'm actually going to keep it like this, and we're going to see how far this thing is going to go without any external help, and see if this map actually lives to its name to be like the Juggernaut bouncing fun. And yeah, this is going to be the last stack. So this is stack number 10. We are maxed out with this Ultra Juggernaut, and look at that. Look at that bouncing action. I mean, look at it. when I play them fast, when I play fast forward of this thing, it looks so cool actually. So let me just Ultra Boost this thing, and let's just watch these balls go to action. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. There's so many balls going off. So I guess getting to 10 stacks was very important, it looks like. Because it kind of, well, around 90 when we didn't have a single stack, or we didn't even have the Ultra Boost, this thing was kind of, I don't want to say barely defending, but the kind of deities made it towards this, made it at where the Ultra Boost is. But now everything just evaporated from these bounces, it looks like, and it's gonna become a lot cooler on round 96, isn't it? And 98, oh my god, I can't even wait for 98. Oh yes, look at that. Look at these ceramics just being held in place, because if you guys know, this tower has a little bit of a pushback. It didn't used to have it, I don't think, and it's the same type of pushback that the buckshot, which is the bottom pad dartling gunner. That thing has a little bit of a pushback as well. Actually, all of the bottom pad dartlings have it, starting from the buckshot, but this thing got one as well. And it's not noticeable unless you know it's there, or it's like, unless you're focusing to see it, because it also does a lot of damage, so you can't exactly see it. But with this whole attack speed, it's just keeping them in place. It's actually kind of being useful. I know it's round 97 and it's only 2 UMGs, and I don't usually show this round, but you know what? Trust me, just watch. Just watch. Look at what is happening in the middle. This is insane. And it's round 98 upcoming, so when all of those balloons, all those 45 BFBs, they just walk into the middle, it's gonna be insane. So this, I actually still don't have any of these slows or stunts or amplifiers, and I think that I'm just gonna keep it like this, at least until round 100, because I know for a fact that this thing is probably not gonna beat. Actually, do I know for a fact that this thing is not gonna be around 100? Because those balls, when that bat enters this middle pad. Okay, let's Ultra Boost this thing. Let's just watch these guys go to action. This is insane. This is just a bunch of these. So a bunch of these BFBs are getting popped, and they're just getting left to mobs. And yeah, these bounces are insane. But you know what? You know what the fun is? It's with these strong balloons, which actually make it into the middle, and then you can see these balls bounce. So actually. Oh, you know what? But there's no way to set it. I think we can go to free play actually. So I want to play a couple of rounds in free play with this thing, just because the balloons are going to become a lot stronger. So we want to see the bounces in the middle. So these are probably among the strongest UMGs that we're going to get. And look at this. Look at this bouncing action. Yeah, this is the perfect map for this tower. I mean, nothing is even reaching this point, which if you guys remember, I kind of marked this spot. Well, there we go. The spot that the NG is showing. Yeah, I know. So 45 DDTs. This is it's not the last round, but it's like this and one more. So let's see how we do versus them. This is a very important round. So let's Ultra Boost this thing. And yeah, these guys are actually kind of making it a little bit further, but not enough for it to be dangerous. And so here comes the last round. We do have $45,000, so we can do whatever we want with this money. I was actually thinking of getting some damage amplifiers, but before we do that, I'm just going to let this thing attack and do its thing and see if we can pop it. So I guess the 2 mega pops thingy is, oh my god, the Alchemist. This is 70,000 pops. I kind of even forgot about the 2 mega pops thingy. I think I kind of mentioned it at the start. Like, it wasn't a serious goal, but then I guess if the Alchemist was more towards the inside and it's not able to attack here, because the Alchemist doesn't care about obstacles, maybe we would have been able to get it, but you know what? It's totally fine. And I just Ultra boosted the village. That's fine. It's got 1 stacks now. But it's gonna come off cooldown, because this cooldown on the Ultra Boost is a little bit faster than the overclock, I think. So it should be up right now as soon as it starts attacking. So there we go. And this is gonna be the final stretch. Is the Ultra Juggernaut on the perfect map for it gonna be able to beat the bat? Look at those bounces. So these bounces, they basically need to beat this whole thing. I don't know. Do they do that much damage? Let me just watch the pop count. 1,000. That's 2,000. Oh no, actually. They actually don't do that much damage. Oh, what? I mean, it's gonna go inside. It's gonna go next to the fountain, and that is probably where... Oh my god, that was my 3rd use of the Ultra Boost. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem, it looks like, on this round. So maybe we need to get either some damage amplifiers, or what else are we getting? Okay, so before going into these just straight up towers that are gonna beat this thing, like for example, maybe going for the sub or the spike storm, I'm actually gonna try the Glue Storm, and I'm going to buy like one of these guys, an Embrilement Eye. So this is gonna be +1 and +2. So in total, it's gonna be just look like +3 damage, right? So it's not a lot, but I feel like just because of the fact that I'm kind of saving these Ultra Boosts as well. If we can get 2 Ultra Boosts off, and then hopefully this little bit of extra damage is going to do something. I don't know, like we were actually kind of, I don't want to say we were far off, but we weren't even that close, you know, the last time that we fought this thing. So let me use the ability now, let me Ultra Boost it, and let's see how much of a difference this makes now. It's actually going to need to come to the back. It's Ultra Boosted, so let me use the Glue Storm again, and I'm going to need the ability as soon as possible, like right now. So this thing is attacking, he's doing extra damage, let me Ultra Boost it. This is going to be the last one. Now let's see if these damage amplify. Oh yeah, look at that. So we were at 1,002,000 and now we're at 14,000, about to be 14,000. So yeah, this thing is actually working. Yeah, these damage amplifiers are actually doing very well with the bouncing balls, but it needs to pop right now because if it makes the turn, oh my god, those DDTs that just evaporated. What is happening? I hope it beats them. I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna stick it through this. And if it beats it, that's great. But if it doesn't, then we're gonna lose. No, I don't want to lose. Oh my god, that's so close. You guys see the ceramics up top? Are we taking this? This is our entire chimps run. It's probably gonna fail if we... Nope, I trusted in it. I trusted in it, and it delivered. Yes, that was amazing. That was just on the brink of losing. But yeah, it's a good tower when you set it up perfectly. And I guess that we could have helped it a little bit. It doesn't need any help with kind of these... I know, like these towers, like the slow balloons. Like for example, we talk about a relentless glue or something like that. Maybe we could have had a balloon Sabo. So we didn't buy those things, but yeah, it was still enough to beat the entire thing. And it needed just a little bit of support. But look at this thing. So as soon as these DDTs are becoming a lot faster, yeah, it's starting to struggle. So it's probably gonna lose to DDTs, isn't it? I mean, it's either gonna be DDTs or when the next bads appear, that's exactly the point at which this tower is going to lose. So the next bad is going to be around 119. So if it somehow survives up until that point, then 119 is going to be the last round for it. But let's just watch a couple of... So there was this full DDT round, I think it was round 106. So let's see if it's going to make it to round 106 in the first place. Okay, now watch that huge group of BFBs. Oh my god, let me Ultra Boost this thing and let's just watch it pop all of them. Look at how tightly together they've been clumped up. So as soon as they come onto this next part, then round 106 is probably going to be the last round that I want to watch. So let me... Are we using the ability? No, I'm going to save it for 106 actually. So let me use the Ultra Boost in this one and let's watch it evaporate. Oh my god, that was beautiful. But this is the map, this is the round that I was actually kind of curious to see because it's just a bunch of DDTs on this one. So let me use the Glue Storm. I don't know if you can see stuff. I mean, it's a huge mess, but it's basically a lot of DDTs and then it's rushes of DDTs and it's like, you guys can see these 45 DDTs as well. And let's see if it's gonna beat this one, because if it beats this one, then I'm kind of confident that it's gonna go to 119 probably, especially if we have the money to give it a little bit more buff. So yeah, I'm sure it's gonna go to 119 with some help. And this is gonna be the last wave that's incoming. And yeah, if it beats this thing, which I'm actually confident that it's gonna beat it, yeah, so this thing is actually gonna go to 119. But I'm gonna stop right there. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The Juggernaut bouncing fun. It was a very fun map, and it was really fun to basically try out this tower again and to ultra buff it. I really love doing stuff like this, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So that's it for this one, and I will see you all in the next one.